6:05 p.m. July 12th, 2026. Right now I'm filming from Boston Bar. Over that way is North Bend. Right there is the firefight happening from the air. Looks like a war zone. Earlier on the 9th, 10th, and 11th, I've seen that they're mainly using 2 helicopters. Maybe more, but at least 2 in came at a time. That looks like a lot more coming in and out. This guy over here has a built-in water carrying system. Or at least that's what it looks like. It looks like it sucks it up from there and keeps it in that container at the bottom. And loads it, brings it over and drops it directly from the helicopter, where the other helicopters are using the bucket system where they're scooping it up. The helicopter's very high, but they bring the bucket very low. Now I don't know if they're only using water. I'm sure there's information out there that can accurately confirm that. But I definitely know that they are using water. Just don't know if they're only using water. Going that way as well. That is towards Lytton. On this side of the river, this side we are in here for Boston Bar. Past those train tracks here is a river, and that's the other side of the river, those mountains. Now there's been firefighters, fire departments are going door to door today and putting yellow tags in front of people's houses. And apparently if the fire gets really close, they're gonna do water drops on the houses before the fire touches the houses in order to keep them safe. This is what I have heard. It's almost like a military campaign is being fought right now. And there's the air support about to drop stuff. And I'm pretty sure there's people on the ground all over fighting it. That looks like the stuff that they just dropped. That does not look like water compared to the rest of what they've been dropping. That's really lingering. So whatever that is must be effective against the fire. Could just be water as well. Really mystified there. The sun's blaring hot right on that. Yeah, I think it is some sort of fire retardant they're using, or something that's not water, because they seem to be coming from right over there. They're launching from right up there, which is not too far. Or I don't know what it is, but it seems like it. Yeah, before it was just heading up in that direction, behind that slope, but now it's heading back down this way. And whoops, even as far as down there. That one's different from the rest. That's not water, that's something else. Hopefully it's effective. That's the most highest it's at right now. Above North Bend. Ooh. That's not behaving too well in direct sunlight. This is what you can see on the ground from Boston Bar when you look across the river towards North Bend. Right now we're at the City Hall grounds here, and you see that there's little fire camps, little bases everywhere for the firefighters. That was right there, just at the bottom, right across the river, right at the bottom. The closest point to where I'm filming right now, the closest to where there's a fire to me, is right there where that helicopter just sprayed. A little closer look at that bad boy. Got the train just still banging production through Boston Bar. So here's where it has gotten pretty serious. Those are homes. That right there is smoke from fire that's just in the forest right behind those homes coming down the mountain. See emergency fire services there on the other side. There's a battle going on there right now for the survival of those homes in that surrounding area. We're watching this happen there on North Bend in real time as I speak and I film this. The legacy of that area there is in jeopardy. That little piece of Canada could potentially no longer be there soon. Imagine these guys here as that engine waits for the orders to cross and continue production, or for whatever reason the delay is. These guys just continue to hammer it through the middle of all this. That home right there. Right in front of it all. Such beautiful footage of this river and the environment around it. I guess that's a shift coming back. Yes, and that is the bridge to North Bend. Once again, very beautiful sight. Beautiful part of Canada. One of the most beautiful parts of Canada. But there's currently a war being fought to save populated area on the other side. Well, this is Boston Bar that I'm filming from. You see that right there? With a good rifle, you might be able to hit a deer from here, where that fire is. Maybe. Or at least hit that general direction that you're aiming at. That's how close it is. You ever heard of those medieval siege equipments called a trebuchet? A trebuchet? I'm sure it would land the rock over there from here. The sun sets over that top there and disappears out of the sight of Boston Bar. A lot more is going to be revealed. A lot more details are going to come. What's happening over there. Look at that, you can see electrical posts. You can see electrical posts where that smoke is. And power lines around the top there. See the homes right there, very close. That was the one I was showing you earlier with the white pickup in front of it. Yeah, there you can see all the different spots, all the different little fires happening at once. Life just carries on behind these little worms that leave this silky web all over trees. Look at them just living happily. in a little silk kingdom. See them moving? Right here on this little Saskatoon berry bush. I think that's what those berries are. Well, this is happening right behind them. I believe that this helicopter is going to drop soon. Also, it gives you a picture of the forest behind this helicopter. That gigantic, vast forest of Q-tips doused with gasoline, basically. As the fire passes through, that's what it looks like. Sometimes they survey the area or wait for the wind to change, so they'll take a pass around, almost surveying where they're going to drop, the best location, what it looks like directly from their view, and then they'll come down and do their drop. A lot of these guys are returning back now. Part of the fire effort. That area right there is getting pretty smoky. It looks like there's some intense activity right there. You see those dead trees right there? Those dead coniferous trees there have a bunch of sap and clearly dry wood. And there's a lot of them mixed all over this forest. When those things light up, they light up quick and hard, like they've been doused with gasoline, and they go.